Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Small Summer. Today I'm going to be going over the knives that I carried for weeks 3, 4, and 5 of this Small Summer carry challenge started by RJ's Knives. So yeah, and with that said, let's get into the video. These first two knives here I have actually carried on the Small Summer Challenge for weeks 1 and 2. This one right here I carried on week 2, and for the first part of week 3, this is the Case Peanut in the Lollipop Coralline. It's just a gorgeous handle material, and I really like carrying this, but the main reason I wanted to continue carrying this was because I had recently gotten this Randy's WSG slip, and I didn't want to stop carrying it just quite yet. Yeah, just a really nice slip. There's Randy's maker mark right there. Yeah, he did a really good job on there. There's the pink stitching that matched the pink on the slip and on the knife there. So yeah, it's got an RDS wood tuning and acrylic bead as well. But yeah, I just didn't want to quit carrying the slip quite yet, so I carried this for the first week, for the first part of week 3 of the Small Summer Challenge, and then I also went on a trip for the during week 3, so I decided to go with kind of a dumb carry of a small knife here, which is this Buck Deuce, the 375. Just a nice small carry, easy and very light. You don't really notice it's in your pocket, so just great for travel. And you get your clip point and blade right there, and then your little kind of sheep's foot coping blade. Yeah, if you want to, if you want to see videos on those two knives right there, go check out my Small Summer carry weeks 2 and 3. Or no, not 2 and 3, 1 and 2 for those. I carried this one week 1 and this one week 2, and then carry both of these on week 3. Then for week 4, I decided to go with this Rough Rider small cotton sampler. This is really gorgeous bone on here, and you have the bolster on the one side there. You have that shield there, the kind of Chevy logo shield is what I call it. And you have half stop on the blade, really nice snap on it. Then you have your cotton sampler blade here. And let's just kind of get a rough measurement of that blade length. So blade length is coming in at about 2 inches, and then we got about a 1.5 cutting inch of actual blade on that, because you have this kind of big, you call it like a ricasso or choil there. It makes it really nice. For me, it's a 4-finger knife, even though I do have small hands, so I can get a pretty good 4-finger grip on that. But even if you do have bigger hands, you might be able to come up here on the choil and get a good grip on that thing. The blade it's not great for piercing, but is really great for cutting. Like, you can get down and get really in close with that belly there. And then the overall close length of this knife, I believe, is coming in at about just at that 3-inch mark. So yeah, right at the limit for this small. It's hard to, let me move this out of the way and see if I can get a better angle on that. But it comes in about 3 inches, or just shy of 3 inches maybe. It's either just shy or right at that 3-inch mark. Maybe like it might be 2 and like 15/16 of an inches in length. So I would say it's just at that 3-inch or just barely under it. Yeah, so it just barely squeaks into that Small Summer carry limit of 3 inches closed length. So yeah, I really enjoy carrying that. This is actually one of my favorite, before doing this challenge, this was one of my favorite small knives to carry. And you get a lot of belly on this blade too for how small it is. It's a really capable blade, which is one thing that has surprised me about these small knives while doing this challenge, just carrying them pretty much exclusively, is how capable they are. For how small they are, a small knife is perfectly capable. I wouldn't put it through anything maybe very vigorous where you put in a lot of strain on the blade, like outdoor stuff. These small knives are pretty capable, especially of doing just daily tasks. And really, for my daily task, it's all I need to have, really. I don't really need to have a really big, beefy knife. And they're really nice. They don't take up much room in the pocket either. So yeah, and then now for let's see, that would be week 3, 4. This would be week 5, the week I'm on right now, and I'm carrying this. Well, I'm carrying this knife in a Georgia Adventure slip, with the small coffin slip, with the skull print on there. And then he got his EDCLeatherWorks logo right there. Yeah, made by Randy over at Georgia Venture and EDCLeatherWorks. It's got some green stitching on this, which looks really nice. Yeah, just overall a really neat knife there. Or not neat knife, but that's a neat leather slip there. And the knife that I've been carrying for this week 5 of this challenge is a Rough Rider small Texas toothpick in their green bone. This is really nice. They got some kind of work on the bolsters there. You have your R on the bolsters, no shield, which is really nice and makes it gives it a nice clean look. And then the overall length of this knife, closed length of this knife. Let me get this out of the way again. Get all that out of the way. Set this down. The overall length of this knife is basically 3 inches, or about 3 inches in length, so just at that the longest it can be for the small summer challenge of 3 inches or less closed length. And then the blade length is, let's get it, looks like it's about 2 and just shy of 2 1/4 it looks like. And the sharpened blade length is about 1 15/16, so about 2 inches of cutting length on there. This knife didn't come the sharpest, so I took it to my stones and got it sharp. I did kind of end up rounding over the tip on one of these sides. I don't know if it'll show up with, I don't know if my light is too bright or what. Come on, focus please. There we go. Yeah, I kind of rounded the tip over on that end. Just a really great small knife. Really, with this California clip point blade, it's kind of this extended clip point. It's a really nice piercing blade. Just get good for piercing cuts and stuff like that. Just a overall really nice knife, and this is my first time carrying a peanut actually, and I really like how it just fits in the hand. Just that curve of the handle fits really well in the hand. I can see why Tobias Gibson really likes the toothpick patterns, because they just fit well in the hand. Especially for my small hands, it's just like it fits like a glove in there. I'm really liking it, and this might even have, the toothpick might even have to make it into my top 5 patterns. I'm going to have to figure out what I might have to knock out for that. But yeah, just a really great knife. I've been enjoying carrying it, and again, just like a really capable knife even for a lot of tasks. Especially and it's really all I need for my everyday carry. So yeah, that's it, and it's a really great green color as well. But yeah, those are the knives I have been carrying for this small summer challenge so far, and I look forward to continuing it on to next week there. Let's get these knives all in frame here with the logo there. There we go. I'll zoom in for you, give you a little bit of a close-up on these knives there. But yeah, just and thank you, RJ, for this great challenge here, this great small summer carry. I look forward to doing it through the rest of the month of August and into the month of September, probably, is when I will kind of start finishing it up. But yeah, thank you, RJ, for this great challenge. I've really been enjoying it, and it has proved to me that small knives are really nice, and I might have been converted over to being a small knife guy. So yeah, and thank you to Georgia Venture and Randy's WSG for letting me purchase these great slips from them. I've really been enjoying carrying them. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. Keep your pens filled and your knife sharp, and I'll see you later.